today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Crosby set to kick off. It's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we'll see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
From the 30 on second down, Murray, he's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
Number 24.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth. And it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brought down at the
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brady sacked. A loss of 5 yards.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Brings up 2nd and
throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, throw left side complete. It's Medina. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 80 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. And in a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Cardinals 14, Bears 3.
play action. Now Brady. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Complete to Auden.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Brady's throw there complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Open man is Komet, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Brady again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Tanner Vallejo able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
A gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Coverage on the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Brady. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Always got some breathing room. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Cardinals 14, Bears 9.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. From the 36, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the
handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
For Nick Chubb, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Murray from midfield. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And he fires one incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw, it's Murray. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Murray's pass.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Medina. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
To throw again on second down. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. But now it'll be third down. A final shot before half for Murray. Shrugs the tackle. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Carrier.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From midfield, here's Brady. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run it again with Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And Brady's throw there incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards there and a first down.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The 42-yard line.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
The ball carrier. Eddie Gold.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the 35 on 2nd down. Brady, he'll find Miller. That's complete. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
On the draw, this is Cohen. A little 3-6. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
15-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And the Bears first down.
Now a run with Montgomery. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run forward with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return comes Drake. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Able to get this to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. A run for Nick Chubb. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
From the 39, Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
A lot of people might call this back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The attempt at the 2-point.
A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25 yards.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Draw play, Cohen. And And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They try again with Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brought down at the 42-yard line.
And a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
2nd and 12 at the 41.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, it's Brady. There's a short one complete to Harris. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Is no good. That keeps the score Bears 22.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Medina. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games